Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. As you can see from my surrounding, I'm not in London. We are currently in France at the moment. We are in the Le Beaujolais area. We arrived here 2 days ago. We spent the first 3 days in Lyon. It's my first time in this area of France. I've only been to Paris a couple of times. That's all I know about France. Lyon was absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful city. We spent most of our time just walking around along the river, walking around, look at the beautiful building, just taking in the city. We also went to the cat cafe, which was super fun. It was like a vegan cafe where they have some really gorgeous and cute cats. We also went to a vegetarian restaurant, which was delicious. We had, I think, some really delicious seasonal, simple but really scrumptious food. And then we left Lyon and we got our rental car and we got here. And here has been so lovely. We've just been walking around in the nearby villages and yeah, just enjoying some peace and quiet really. We are staying in a kind of like an old farmhouse. I will leave the link in the description box if you guys are interested. It's from Home and Away, I think that's what website called. And yeah, we're just really enjoying the countryside at the moment, just taking it a bit slower, and it's been really nice. So today we are going to a medieval village where they actually filmed the Three Musketeers movie, I believed. So yeah, that should be interesting, and then we see what we get on to. I'm not entirely sure what's the plan for the rest of the day. As I said, we are taking it very easy. We are truly relaxing for once and just, you know, having a slower pace of life and taking a break from work and all of that. So yeah, I'll take you along for the ride. I might do a what I eat in a day in France or just a travel vlog. I'm not entirely sure what's the plan, but let me show you a little inside of the house. It's very gorgeous and it really reminds me of my house in Italy as well. So this is the kitchen and living area. There is also another bedroom upstairs, but we're not really using it. We just use the little nook there to read the books in the evening. And then I'll show you our bedroom, which is, I'm sure, is a mess. Yes, it is, because we just woke up. And there is another bed above there in the mezzanine, and in there, that's the toilet. And the shower over here, and that's it. That's the house. It's a beautiful house, and I'll show you what it looks from the outside as well. But this is the house from the outside, where you come from the main road. The host that is hosting us is living on this side, and we have this cottage over here with our private garden on the back. There's also a pool, but it's definitely not season for the pool anymore. But yeah, it's super peaceful. It's beautifully nested in the French countryside. There is a vineyard for days, and yeah, it's been heaven. And breakfast this morning, it's a coffee and some of these delicious Riella nut butter balls, which I brought with me, luckily, because everything else is closed at the moment, and yeah, there's not much else. Sam is having some bread and butter, coffee and some jams. Made it to Perouge. It's absolutely dead. It's so quiet. Oh, here's the church, I think. But yeah, it's really beautiful, but really quiet.
dinner. We're making a very simple veggie soup. So in here we've got carrots, potatoes, onion and some garlic, and we also bought some of these veggie stock, and that's kind of it. We're gonna have with some crusty bread, and I actually bought these beans because I haven't had, oh, it's not focusing. Focus, yes. Because I haven't had any beans or any kind of like really protein in the past few days, so I'm gonna add these at the end. And here is the soup. So we actually blended half and we added the butter beans at the end. I've got my toasted bread. We bought these gorgeous, delicious, I think it's like a sourdough style bread yesterday. And I found some hummus at the supermarket, and we're also making a salad with tomatoes, lettuce, onion and some croutons.
Bonjour guys! We are in Vienna, I think that's how you pronounce it today. It's on our way to Parc du Pilat, and we just stopped to have a wander around, and we just got a coffee. We're just gonna visit the cathedral, and kind of that's about it. I don't think there's much else to see. Yeah, I'm not blown away so far. Definitely the villages from the past few days have been much prettier, but we might as well make the most of it while we're here. Made it to the village, which is kind of like in the middle of the national park. I don't remember the name, but I will type it down. And pretty quiet, but we're gonna get some lunch.
This is the most exciting lunch I had so far. There was actually a vegetarian dish on the menu, and it kind of like turned out it's vegan. Got some veggie patties, some chips, salad and some more veggie. Don't steal my chips! Making some savory breakfast. This morning I really fancy some toast, so I'm having some mushrooms with some garlic and rosemary, very simply just pan fried in a pan with a little bit of olive oil. And yesterday I bought these kind of like rye bread, which is delicious by the way, and I still have some hummus when I bought it at the supermarket, so that's gonna be my breakfast. And this is the final product. It smells really, really good. Don't mock it until you try. I've got a cup of English breakfast tea with some almond milk.
So good.
It is good. To end the laziest of the day ever, we're actually gonna do a wine tasting. I feel like, can you even come to France and not do a wine tasting? So we found this chateau which was recommended by the Lonely Planet, and yeah, we just got here and we're gonna do a wine tasting and then we're going for dinner. That's it. Wine tasting I thought was interesting, although I don't understand anything about wine, so for me they all taste exactly the same. All the wine they produce apart from one are filtered with clay, which I thought was very interesting, so that means they are vegan friendly. The fifth one was filtered with egg whites, which I never heard of. I thought it was just fish bones. So yeah, 4 vegan friendly wine, not the last one which I didn't try, but yeah, they were all delicious, I guess. Okay guys, you won't believe it, but there was tofu on the menu. So it's like tofu mixed with veggies, and I think it's got like spelt in it as well. And you have no idea how happy I am. Finally, something different. Never been so happy to have tofu. Go back to the house, and I thought I'll wrap up the vlog here because we're not gonna do much for the rest of the day, and we'll fly back tomorrow morning back to London. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too much all over the place, which I feel like sometimes my vlogs can be. Just a few thoughts on being vegan in France. So it's definitely been one of the hardest countries which I travel to in terms of vegan option, and also people being flexible about it. Lyon was fine, and I think big cities in general are always like the easiest spots when it comes to eating a vegan diet. But here in the countryside, in small town and small villages, it's definitely being a challenge. I felt sometimes people were very puzzled to put it in a nice way when I said I was vegan, and they kind of like didn't really know what to offer me when actually there is always something on the menu which is vegan, whether there is a salad or potatoes or, you know, sometimes rice and things like that. So I think it was just like, I don't think they get many vegans up here. And yeah, it was interesting, and it was definitely not the funniest, I mean not the most enjoyable trip in terms of food, because the options were always very limited to mostly potatoes and salad. So yeah, I'm just gonna be completely honest with you as always. I think when people say it's easy to eat a vegan diet, I think that's a bit of a, you know, overstatement. It's not always easy. I mean, you can always do it. I think there's always a way to do it, but it's definitely not always enjoyable. Like, I've been eating really boring food for the past 7 days. I haven't really had anything particularly exciting to eat. It was just literally a matter of just be full, get something in my stomach and just carry on with my day. So I think sometimes eating a vegan diet, it definitely takes some commitment, it takes some extra effort, I think, and I do definitely see why sometimes people find it hard to eat a vegan diet, because sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not easy, it's not convenient, and as I said, it's not as enjoyable as eating an omnivorous diet because you're limited to very few options. But anyway, I don't want to be too negative. It's been a lovely trip, and definitely been very eye-opening for me. I feel like sometimes when you are living in a very vegan-friendly city like London is, you can really get wrapped up in this kind of like vegan world where you feel like, oh my god, the world is going vegan, everything is vegan, and actually you come out of that bubble and you're like, well, actually the world isn't quite going vegan yet. Well, at least not France. Saying that, I obviously have to say that I'm very privileged to be able to choose what I eat and to be able to eat 3 times a day. Not everybody, you know, can say that, and for that reason I'm always very grateful to be able to have food on my plate. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a little bit of an insight of what has been the trip so far for me in terms of eating a vegan diet. Not rambling for too long. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you back in my usual surrounding, in my kitchen in London. Stay tuned for some recipes video, and don't forget to subscribe. It's the best way to support my channel, and I will see you again very, very soon. Au revoir.